Yo, what up? Boomtown episode 8. I'm driving into Del City right now. I'm about to meet up with one of my mentors, actually. Someone who got me started in the real estate game pretty early. If you guys subscribe to my regular YouTube channel, you've probably seen videos of him. We work on remodeling together, and I've always just offered a helping hand, giving my labor out for free. And in return, I've gotten a phenomenal education, and I've also gotten a friend and a mentor. And I guess maybe that could be just a little bit of a takeaway for anyone who's watching this. Like, man, I am a believer in working for free, and I'm also a believer in building relationships with mentors, people who have more knowledge than you, and people who have a lot of wealth and knowledge to give. Man, they don't give away this stuff for free necessarily, because they're very busy people. And so just getting their time, getting access to their mind is a reward in and of itself. So I highly encourage anyone in any field to be willing to work for free, guys. Be willing to humble yourself and understand what you don't know and learn from those who do. So I'm about to pull up on this property. I'll bring you guys along with me. We are on Southwest 46th Street. You guys can get a look at the neighborhood. Some small properties, probably about like anywhere between, I'd say, 900 to 1,500 square feet. There it is. There's my guy. Yo, what up?
What?
I said maybe at some point.
Me and Ava are gonna pull up, I think.
Okay.
Alright, bye guys.
Love you. Bye. We're recording.
What's going on, guys? Rob here. In this video, I'm gonna give you a quick update on the 3909 renovation. I'm calling it a renovation, but technically it's a remodel. The difference being, a lot of times we call things renovations, we use them interchangeably, but the way I look at a renovation, particularly, is something where I'm doing a major overhaul. I'm spending $5K or more in terms of stuff, which is probably gonna be most of your houses. A remodel is technically just focusing on your finishes. So you may not have, you may be doing drywall, adding some can lights, doing some picking out vanities, changing out things. More of, again, your finishes focus. Renovations, you start messing with the mechanical, you start maybe redoing bathrooms, taking out walls, removing walls. So in this case, that's where I'll kind of start first, is we're going to the master bedroom. We took a closet, we turned it into a bathroom, because this house originally had 3 beds, 1 bath. And I thought for sellability, for marketability, for the price that I wanted, we were going to need another bathroom. And who wouldn't want to own a bathroom in their master? Stay tuned, let's go. Here, I just go straight into it. We did go all electrical originally. That was not in the budget. And that's the important thing, guys, is, as I talk about this, I'm giving you some lessons learned there. Knowing your budget is critical. And I'll give you an example what I had to do to make sure my budget offset. Instead of going tile throughout this floor, which I'll show you guys here shortly, I ended up tiling the entryway, the hallway, the bathrooms, and I'm gonna go with carpet throughout the rest of the remaining of the house. Another concession I did, I was thinking about putting granite in the kitchen. And some people will say, well, different people, depending on who you're talking to, depending on the class of the neighborhood, your comps, should you go granite, should you go Formica, should you go quartz? It's literally A to Z from every single finish when we're talking these remodels. I ended up thinking that I was gonna go with granite. The prices came back too much in terms of getting my estimates. And guess what? We're back at Formica. It's definitely not gonna, I think, hinder the price in terms of where we listed. And guess what? This house is still gonna be sold. One thing just to add, in the living room, we did nothing paint, retexture, we changed out the window trim, but we also came back, when I say new electrical, I went ahead and added the can lights. Something modern that you see a lot going on in the houses. And for me, this didn't have anything in the living room. It was very dark in here. So I think it worked out well. Let me show y'all the master bathroom. Just quick, remember I talked about the floor. Here we just went with the tile in here. I think it came out nice. I went ahead and let it flow into this guest bath. This was the main bathroom before. You see we redid everything. Tub looks a little old, but that's a little tip there. A lot of times you look at that tub, that's a metal tub. Let me get in here. This metal tub, now they're fiberglass. This thing is good quality. So all I'm gonna do is have them come in and refinish that so it can match the white of the actual toilet, and everything's gonna look great in here. So don't be quick to actually rip out everything when you're doing your demolitions. Let's move into that master bedroom. I don't know why I turned that on, but
I'm gonna turn it off. There you go.
So what's going on, guys? We're in the master bedroom now. Let me show you kind of what we did to, it's a trade-off, right? So I didn't want to necessarily adjust the walls, etc. So if you swing by standing this way, what we did is we had a closet door here. And I'll show you some pictures where we had the main closet going into this area on this side of the wall. I'll show you what we ended up doing. And if you stand on this side, this is what we ended up doing. If I take away a closet, they're going to need a master bedroom. So this used to be part of the room. I actually sectioned this off to make a big closet. I have some doors there in the garage. I just had them removed. And what I ended up doing was, that sounds probably throwing it off. I ended up making a closet right there. So I'm gonna get closer so you can hear me, but here's what the compromise was. Again, I built out the closet, took away a closet, and that's where we lead to our new master bathroom. So our master bathroom, I'll keep this light on for a second just so you can see it, but then I'll turn it off so that the audio is a little good. But come in here and take a look. It was very tight space. This bathroom was so small. I mean, you can see we barely can get in here. But essentially, we took out that 4x4 closet and we got a master shower. So we got fixtures here. I found a deal on this shower insert from my local builder's warehouse. I had my guy put in a little soap dispenser there, and I'll show you some B-roll, but essentially, you make a tight space work for you, okay? This used to be a wall right here. The toilet was so small, I mean, you can barely do anything in there, and that just shows you how to best utilize your space. I think it came out very well. We're gonna put a 24-inch vanity here. You see we got a GFCI circuit there. We'll put a light, etc. It's gonna look really good. These toilets I found a deal on in terms of a supply store, probably paid 50 cents on the dollar there. And that's what it's about. I mean, when it comes to having a budget, being willing to negotiate, whether you're looking online, whether you're looking at third-party stores to buy things, etc. You gotta know what you're doing. But if you know how to balance one of your local Home Depot or Lowe's and being able to bargain and find those things, you can actually save yourself quite a bit of money. And that's kind of what this is about. So this is probably part 5 in this series where I've talked to you guys about my first flip, not my first flip, but essentially how to do your first flip. And this is one of those houses that didn't start off necessarily as a flip and end up turning into one. So I love to show the lessons learned here for you all in terms of when you're going about doing your first flip. It's not all pretty like they show in your HGTV and things of that nature. You gotta have patience. You gotta have a nice budget that you can stick with, but also you don't wanna overpay. All right, so stick with me on the rest of these. Y'all stay tuned. Appreciate y'all sticking with us. Peace.